Hi, my name is Regina. I welcome you to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for coming. If this is your first time of coming to my YouTube channel, please do not go away. Stay with me. Watch all the videos. Subscribe and turn on the bell so that when next I upload, you will be notified. For my returning subscribers, I am eternally grateful to you for all the support shown so far. You guys have been amazing. May God bless you. Today we are going to look at the similarity between Nigerians and Kenyans. I hope you enjoy it. Please stick with me. Without further ado, let's dive in, all right? God bless. We celebrate when people, are celebrating. For instance, someone is getting married. We rejoice with such persons, right? And when someone dies, we also, mourn with the person. And that's what I've seen. In Nigeria, it is the same thing. You come here, it's the same thing. All right? So both countries have something in common. We are human beings. Just imagine me coming here and all I see is maybe all cattle. I don't think I'll be able to stay here. So we are all human beings created by God. All right, that is the most important thing. We are humans, and we breathe the same air given to us by God, and we are social in all ramifications. All right, we are both social. We love people just like it is done in Kenya here. All right. Now, aside from that, just like Jesus Christ was uh, in human form, one of the things that got us convinced that Jesus was 100% human was the fact that he felt hungry. All right, he was hungry. He got angry too, and he always prayed. Okay, Jesus also grew up like we do. So that account is found in Luke chapter 2, verse 51 to 52. So that shows that Jesus Christ grew up in human form. I didn't see animals, all right? I saw human beings. And so we do things like human beings, all right? That's the similarities. Like when a Kenyan dies, for instance, one of your relatives dies, you will cry, all right? On the other hand, when a Kenyan get married, of course, everyone jubilates. In the same vein, a Nigerian will cry when necessary, when someone passes on, and will jubilate, will show that happiness when someone is getting married and all that. So we have that in common. We are all human beings created by God. We have all the features as human, and so that makes us equal, all right? Whatever you find here, and we are blacks. And interestingly, that we were all colonized by the Britain, all right? Yes, one colonial master. So of course that explains why we speak English. All right, we receive bride price. Kenyan pay bride price, right? Nigerian also pay bride price when someone is getting married. Although culture will have to play some roles here. For instance, if in my place my father can decide that he will not collect in cash. He will decide to, collect maybe cattle, yams, or whatever. So the same thing is happening here. Of course, I've seen that some tribe here receive not cash, they receive cattle instead. It can be two, three, four cow or so whatever. Okay. So that is what it is. You can see the similarities, right? And we also plant crops. We are farmers. Whatever you think you have here, we also have it there. For instance, the carrots It's the same thing. All right. Shockingly, we have manago in Nigeria. What we are having here as manago, we also have it. In fact, my mom used to plant it. We also have mrenda. My mom planted that even before I left Nigeria, all right? Yes. So it wasn't so difficult for me to, eat it. As I speak to you, I also love planting some of those, all right? And as for those who are watching me from Nigeria, Mrenda is ewedu, all right? So if you get here and you need to cook by yourself, you can ask for Miranda so that you'll be able to, cook it for yourself. And so we have this in common. We plant. Of course, without chakula, you can't survive. So in Nigeria, we plant. We raise cattle. We take care of chicken. All right, yeah, those things. You produce eggs just like it is happening here. So those are one of the things you also see that is exactly the same way we do in Nigeria. And again, we have diversity here, different languages also in Nigeria. Of course, Nigeria is very big, so we have over 400 languages. And of course, in order for us to accommodate everyone, there is one particular language you cannot do without. It is called Pidgin, the combination of local language plus English, all right? Such that no matter how, in fact, even if you are educated, all right, you once in a while, you need to show your identity as a full Nigerian. You need to speak it. Sometimes I even introduce it to my children to be able to not to become stranger in their place, all right? So we speak Pidgin in Nigeria, whereas we have that here too. So you don't need to go to school to learn that. In fact, even those in the countryside who are not able to go to school, they are getting used to this Sheng and Pidgin in Nigeria. For instance, if you are watching me from wherever, and if you are listening to me as I speak, and you have not subscribed to this channel, I'm going to use Sheng to tell you that, now come, I'm coming for you. All right, okay, I'm going to use Pidgin as well to tell you what did happen now. I'll be your sister. Please help push your sister, Biko. You don't understand? Help me make I grow. Make I follow grow. You don't understand? So help your sister to grow. Just by subscribing, you'll be able to help your sister to grow. So try touch that button, make I follow grow. You understand? Make I grow small, small. Small, small means pole, pole. You understand? So that is what it is. You go to Nigeria, you listen to Pidgin, then you come to Kenya, you listen to Sheng. All right. Another interesting thing about these two countries is the fact that they both have shows. All right. In my country, if you happen to have a grandma, you know that you'll be loaded, your brain will be loaded with stories. I'm telling you, I grew up under a supervision of my great grandma, and she was just behaving like a baby. She would want to tell you everything that happened during the World War II, even when I was still an infant. So she would want to tell us everything. And interestingly, when I came to Kenya, one of the counties I went, Shosho wouldn't let go of my hand. Wouldn't let go of my hand. She wanted me to stick around. She loved me so much. She wanted me to sit by her side so that she could tell me all the stories of yesteryears, all right? So it makes sense. You see, these people, they are just the same. Come on. They are just the same. And I love them with all my heart, all right? Kenya is a country that welcomes visitors. Nigeria also do. Yes, we are very accommodating. All right? We welcome visitors too. We love visitors. Of course, when you go to, especially the countryside, I always make reference to the countryside because this is where you see the real Kenyans. Forget about what happened in the city. The city is a hustling place. If you really want to feel the impact, visit the countryside to see what is really happening. That is where you see the real people who have been in this world before you. So they have experienced life and they will tell you exactly what you need to hear. All right. what they are, at least from their heart. Okay, so that is what it is. In Kenya, we have a tribe called the Maasai. Do you know we also have some people like that in Nigeria? They have something that is similar, that is very common to them. Something that is very, very common to them is the stick they carry behind their back. You see them carrying that stick and they rest on it. We also have them. They call them Fulani in Nigeria, and here they are called Maasai. And you know what? They also rear cattle in Kenya and in Nigeria. Of course, they love bright colors, and they also love, isolating themselves. They like building houses very close to, you know, not in the town. All right. So these are the things you will see when you get to Nigeria. And for those of you who are watching me from Nigeria, when you come here, you're going to see exactly what I'm talking about. All right. When Nigerian intermarries with Kenyans, all right. I mean, you can see. Let me not even take you far. You see, Emiko's gay, all right. She's married to a Nigerian, and recently, it's not up to a year or so, a president's daughter married a Nigerian. I mean, Makofi Sana boy. So Kenyans and Nigerian, we have something in common. Come on, we have. All right, we are lovable people, and interestingly, when a Nigerian enters here, he will just fall in love with a Kenyan woman or a man. All right, that is just what it is. If unless you were married them, as you can see, I am your in-law, you are my in-law. And so like Abraham would say to Lot, let us not fight, for we are brethren. So I can live here all I want, right? You can go and live in Nigeria all you want. We have something in common. All right, we are in-laws, we are brethren. Come on. Our president is our in-law. All right, so this thing is very interesting. So I love Kenya, I love Kenyans. Of course, one of my videos, I did justice to that. Why I love Kenyans, all right? So, do you know that we also have those who believes in having a car without accommodation? I used to hear slangs like, don't you know that transportation is better than accommodation? You know, we also have those kind of people in Nigeria as well. I don't want to call the tribe, you know yourself, right? Yes. And we also have, we're talking about accents. We also have these accents, people who struggle with L and R. For instance, you want to call uh, Christ, you end up saying class, all right? You want to call, let us pray, you say, let us play, all right? You are in a hurry and you want to tell someone, come on, we are in a hurry. Then what you'll be hearing is, I am in a hurry, or we are in a hurry. Regina, that is Regina, come, let's go. We are in a hurry. Regina, come, let's go. We are in a hurry. Because we need to come back here in order for us to, prepare for tomorrow. Tomorrow now is tomorrow, all right. Regina, let me have that level on lotion. You know what I'm saying? So they have this issue with R and, you know, and L. So it's still there in Nigeria. When you get there, you will find out, all right? So for those of you who are listening to me right now, you understand that we also have a particular tribe that struggle between this R and, so that's the similarities, all right? And you know, we are loaded with strength. Why Kenya uses their strength to run from here to Jerusalem, Nigerians uses theirs to play football and win. How about that? So, ladies and gentlemen, should there be anything I've forgotten, please put it down below. Correct you, sister. Don't forget. Correct me in love. And thank you so much for watching. I truly, truly appreciate your time.